What's up guys, this is Nathan, ThatAlbumReviewerGuy, and I'm right back at it again with another top 10 list as I count down my top 10 A Day to Remember songs. This is one that I've been wanting to do for a really long time now. A Day to Remember is a band I'm a pretty big fan of, and they're also a band that I was hoping to catch live in a couple months when they're in my area, along with Boston Manor, but unfortunately that show already sold out. But enough about that. One more thing before we get started. Remember that these are my own personal choices for my favorite A Day to Remember songs. Just because you don't see your favorites on here doesn't necessarily mean I don't like those songs. It just means they didn't make the cut. Now without any further ado, let's get on with the list of my top 10 A Day to Remember songs. We're gonna kick this list off with the first A Day to Remember song I ever heard. All I Want has a lot of energy, which is something you might hear me say about a lot of these songs. This track has a great hook and fast-paced instrumentals that just make you want to get up and move. It's a very fun pop-punk oriented tune that's one of the band's staples for a reason. I usually never get tired of listening to All I Want. I feel like this is one of A Day to Remember's greatest hidden gems. Coming off the band's second album, Here's to the Past has a great message of moving forward, and it has a nice upbeat tone and rhythm. There are some good transitions in the pacing of the song going from the verses to the chorus, and this is a sing-along jam for sure, at least for me. If you haven't heard this song yet, I highly recommend you check it out. As soon as you hear the drum intro of this track, you know what you're in for. I don't want to call this a full-on ballad because it still has harder riffs and gang chanting background vocals as well as a couple screams, but it is one of the band's more heartfelt tracks. I absolutely love the lyrics on this song, especially in the chorus. Have Faith in Me is another one of A Day to Remember's staples, and for good reason. Paranoia is arguably the band's most successful song, at least when it comes to its positions on the charts. This comes off their most recent album, which was met with generally mixed reviews, but this song hooked me from the first time I heard it. I just love the riffs and drumming on this track. It also has a really catchy chorus, and I think the bridge is solid too. Not their best breakdown or anything like that, but it doesn't have to be. This is still a great song. This one comes to us from Common Courtesy, which according to many is the band's best album. I can't really argue that point, especially with songs like this. This track starts to tell the story of A Day to Remember becoming a band and getting to where they are now, but they never forgot their humble beginnings. That's shown in the title enough, and for those of you who don't know, A Day to Remember are from Ocala, Florida. I love the chorus on this song. It's so full of passion, and Jeremy sounds fantastic here. It's just a fantastic effort overall from the band. Unlike Have Faith in Me, I will definitely consider this song a ballad. Sure, it does have the gang vocals, but those aren't until the end. This is mainly an acoustic-driven track, and it all just sounds so heartfelt and soothing. It's about a past relationship, and I'm sure most of us know how tough breakups can be. This song features Sierra Custerbeck, formerly of the band Versa, and her voice works very well with Jeremy's. I don't even mind the la la la's on this song. They work well, and there's a lot of great build to the ending of the song, which features those gang vocals and a great showing by the whole band. Easily one of the best songs A Day to Remember has ever done. Now we go to the complete opposite end of the spectrum on Homesick, the same album the previous track is on. This is a heavier, more metalcore sounding song that features Vincent Bennett of the Acacia Strain. I love the aggression on the verses and the breakdown, and I like the lyrics a lot too. It talks about feeling like you're losing yourself, but you know the real you is still there. It's a great message, and I think it's conveyed well in this headbanging tune. Right Back at It Again is essentially part 2 to City of Ocala, as that track leads right into this one. It continues the story of A Day to Remember becoming a band and what they've had to go through to get to where they are now. This song is a catchy pop-punk anthem. The driving guitars, the steady drums, the melodic vocals, it all blends together so well. There's also some beatboxing and a cappella background vocals in the bridge, and I think that works great. Then it all comes together with a nice little breakdown and a harmonized rendition of the word bitch at the end. This is a really fun song, and I can't think of a single thing wrong with it. This song always gets me pumped up as soon as I hear the riff at the beginning. There's so much energy jam-packed into this song. It never slows down, metaphorically speaking, because the pace does literally slow down a bit in the breakdown. But anyway, I love the rhythm, I love the instrumentation, I love the vocals. This was one of my go-to songs when I was just starting to get into the band, and I still never get tired of listening to it. You know me all too well, and here we are at number 1 with End of Me. One of, if not the most emotional song that A Day to Remember has to offer. The lyrics talk about how one person, assumed to be Jeremy's father based on the music video, drags him down, and regardless of all the memories they have, that person would be the end of him. I think we all have or had at least one person like that in our lives, so I believe we can all relate to this. I also love the slow build in this song. It starts off with an acoustic guitar and softly sung vocals, but it leads to a lot of energy and emotion in the chorus. By the time you get to the refrain on this track, it practically explodes with feelings. This is a powerful song, and I might not even just call it my favorite A Day to Remember song, but maybe even one of my favorite songs of all time. Thank you guys for watching the Top 10 list. If there are any other Top 10 list videos you would like to see from me in the future, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what your favorite A Day to Remember songs are. You can follow me on my social media links in the description, and check out some more videos in the gimmick on screen. I'll see you all next time.